here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken from about the 12. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. Arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. Rude welcoming to this ball game.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Swift. A spin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
18 level, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beat before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the plate should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So just 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 54 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. You get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On the move past the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take... They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Elliott now to kick this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set. long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They'll look to throw here. That one complete down the field to Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Swift going to try up the middle. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Swift again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
His throws taken in by Waddle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Give him 30 yards there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coach. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door. Into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover. Guys will get the football back.
going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the gun, here's Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift from 8 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins. Heads back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
A little too amped up there, guy. To catch him.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts going to take this himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of the...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They complete it to Hill. And some space here. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's under that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Ready.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Hey, check that.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Second down and goal. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the...
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.